a woman, nothing, nothing, no. Woman, still without a woman, nothing, nothing, no. Oh, woman, African woman. So strong until the end. Said a woman who pray, and a woman is beautiful. She will stand by your side until the time you know be here. Who make my happy? Woman, who make my cry? Woman, who for your grandpa? Woman, who for your father? Woman, they treat her guys.
Hey guys, it's your girl Efya from Ghana, and you are watching Theorematic. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Mwah. Kingdom. I think first off, you gotta know what kind of artist you are. You know, what's the crowd you're trying to connect with. Then when you find out, you gotta find out what they want and give it to them. For me, it's very interesting because I started out from a competition. It wasn't like something, like I've always known how to sing. So for me, it's quite the story because it wasn't something that I planned to do in the beginning. But I just realized that it was something that I couldn't like avoid. So I had to do what I had to do about it because it wasn't going away. Yeah, it's been quite the journey though. But yeah, it's exciting to be an artist in Accra, especially if you're doing the right things and you have the right crowd following you, you know, so that your work is like evident, if I would say. Yeah.
So you get like a fan base. You know?
Yes, right. So that you know that at least you're doing something right.
Love, 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 love.
Yeah.
If you have the numbers, the numbers buy the CDs, the numbers buy the music online, the numbers come to the shows, pay for the tickets. Right. So if you're selling out numbers, you definitely can make money because there are people. There are a lot of people. If you fill an auditorium with 5,000 people, 10,000 people come to a show to come see you. Sometimes they have shows at the stadium and just like 50,000 people there. So it's definitely, if you have the crowd and the numbers, you can tally it and turn it into money, definitely, which is very important with the work that we're doing because you need money to make money.
And that's the case for you, like you're getting those crowds and that fans.
Yes, I mean we have amazing like numbers here, between here, Lagos, Kenya, South Africa. Yeah, so when we call, people come. We're grateful. Thanks, guys.
You go give me the word and everything more. But my words up and down, and now everything's gone.
Right now, just a lot of music. The people make, it's like the mixing of the types is what makes the difference. Sometimes I make high life music, but I'm singing very, very soulfully. Sometimes I do reggae music, but I'm singing very soulfully. Now the basis of my sound is soul, because that's the voice that I have. I have a very soulful voice. And because of that, I get to like immerse it into what any kind of sound that I want to do, which is great for me because that means I can do a lot of different things. So right now with the music, considering what type it is right now in Ghana, I would say there are different types because there are people that are doing pure trap music and people are listening to it. There are people that are doing Afro beats, people are listening to it. So I think it's about choosing the genre you want and finding the people that want that genre and then applying it, you know? Yeah, because we do trap soul. There are people here that do trap soul. So it's like, what is that? Is that African music? You know, it's because it's coming from an African, but it's a different kind of thing altogether. So because of the difference with the music now, I think it's you yourself, the artist, that has to embody your sound and then use you to bring it out and then let everybody know what exactly it is, because there's a lot going on.
It is.
New song for the radio. Efya, yeah. Oh, very fun.
My first project out was a mixtape called This Is Not the Album, because when I came out I had a lot of hits but I didn't have an album, and everybody kept saying, so I put them all together with the covers that I did and everything, and then put it, and then I released my album like 2 years ago. That was Genesis. That's what it was called. It has my name in it with the word Genesis because it was my first album. So between that time we did promo for that album, shot videos for that, and then we're working on new music. Between last year, I put out a couple of singles last year, and then so we just started with our new single for this year, basically, which is going to lead into making of a new album. Well, I've been doing this for a while, so sometimes I set up at home. Sometimes I have sessions with studios, depending on which studio I want to work with, depending on where the engineer is, which is mostly the engineer or the producer. Most of the engineers and producers I work with have their own studios, so I go to them. And sometimes they can set up at my place. That is if we want to work in a more like relaxed environment. Because you know, when you're in the studio, there could be people around, you know, there's distractions and stuff. Unless you shut it down and be like, everybody go out, I'm coming to work, you know. But considering those things, we have different types of sessions that we have. Sometimes we have live band sessions for rehearsal. Sometimes we, you know, just to vibe and everything. But mostly depends on where the producer or the engineer is.
And I'ma drop it for you, dip it for you, and roll it for you.
Oh, once you type it in, everything I've done is gonna come up. It's all on the internet. You can't hide from the internet, you know. So you would see my performances from Girl Talk, which is this show that I've been headlining for the past 3 years. You're gonna see me performing in New York. You're gonna see me performing at One Africa at the Barclays Center. You're gonna see me performing at One Africa at the Toyota Center. Between that, you're gonna see me in Lagos doing a couple of shows, live band, Giddy Fest. I've done a lot, so and we're grateful for footage. So yes, it's all there. It's on my YouTube. I have a SoundCloud that you could go to listen to music that I released over the years. My mixtape is there. The new song I just put out is there. Yeah, and iTunes. We're on iTunes. We're on Spotify, Deezer, everywhere. Just type it in, EFYA. Honestly, truly, yeah, you gotta work. It's not easy, you know. Putting it together. Everybody can do what they have to do, but in the end, if you go and flop on stage, it's gonna kill a lot. It all comes down to what people see, especially because you could be a very bad person, but you could sing and everybody forgets about how bad you are, you know? And you could get away with a lot if you put in the work and people see that you're putting in the work. They will kind of like take you as you are because you're talented. R. Kelly has gotten away with so much. But he keeps coming back, you understand? And it's like we love him, but we hate him because, you know, in the end, once he opens his mouth, all the bad things he does goes away. And it's great to get to that level. But I believe that in the end, it's about the artist being able to showcase what they have, which is the talents. It's because of the talents that people are watching you. And your branding and everything else that comes together to make you the artist. So once you put that mic in your hand, everything goes away and it's about making that performance legendary that nobody forgets about it and everybody's thinking about it for a long time, so that next time they hear you're performing somewhere else, they're like, I want to see her again. And it's that I want to see her again that if you get 1 million people saying that around the world, then you have your numbers. And the numbers don't lie. If they show up at the show, you get paid. If they don't, you're not getting paid. So you need your numbers. So it's as much as making the people love you, love what you do, love how you live, love what you're doing for them, because the music is for the people. They're the reason why we make the music. We make it so we can connect with them when they're feeling sad. We can connect with them when they're happy, when they're, trying to figure things out. Music is very magical. It makes a lot of things happen. For me. And I know that my music affects people in a very positive way because they tell me, So I'm grateful for that impact. And honestly, it's about taking it to the next level, trying to, spread the music as much as we can. And, be internationally known to the highest level. Yeah.